Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! I got one. Hatchet.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
65. 65.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Get that 12. Check 49. Hey, exit. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Returnable for Sherrills. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check nickel.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and then he's got a nice 1st down.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
21.
SOS.
21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Switch up. Check three.
21. Here we go. 13.
55, Mike, 55.
Hey, gun.
Hey. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
55.
I got you.
Here we go.
Hey, gun.
Get him, you got him.
21.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Long day for you.
I got you.
Get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
11.
Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Hey, Alpha.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Mostert. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You get block me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
11. High 7.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, 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 kill.
6-6, pull it high. 12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, get in the weight room.
Garoppolo again. This is Coleman with the ground. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing, Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins again. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Like 20.
All day. All day.
One, Omaha. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. From the 2 now, second and goal.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Watch the safety creep.
6.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Black.
Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Check. Hey, Echo.
Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. This is caught. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number one. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Cousins being chased out left. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On third down, Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Cousins now to throw on first down, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now a give to Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
One, Omaha.
Get one. Check.
Hey, alert. Alert. Hey, gun. 11.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. What?
Six.
On first down, here's Breida. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Daniil Hunter on the stop.
Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Mike,
12.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
12.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman, 60 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
I can't believe they even let you play. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
I got this.
Right there.
They run it with Breida. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a second and long. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. 54.
Here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Listen to me.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with 8 seconds remaining as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
First.
56,
He's back to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it's